Pokemon Discord version. Fanfiction series. Book 1. Introduction, Chapter 0. Origins and Revelations.
The singe of fire will rewrite humanity, for they have turned the world in on itself.
Team Rocket, an organization that originally would defend the world from devastation, as well as pave the road for Pokemon and people to coexist free of war and discord. Times have changed. Currently, Team Rocket are known as the ones who control and oppress anything that may draw breath in this tormented overworld. Within the Agoria region, there is a place called Hallow Town, or Sector 66. Currently, it is being viciously torn apart by the hand of Team Rocket's heir to the supreme throne, Prince Adonis Nova. The societies of Agoria are made up of several major nations as well as many small villages and societies. Hallowtown quickly became a desolate breeding ground for the most foul spirits of unnatural death, surrounded on every edge by the thick, eerie acres that harbor only the lost, dying, or dead. Most travelers stay away unless they are confident enough in their abilities and self-worthiness. Prince Adonis and Alpha Team are the top-tier finest warriors and Pokemon trainers Team Rocket has to offer, acknowledged by King Zalis himself. Team Rocket has personally ensured that any town within its grasp will never again live freely, thus creating the darkness in which the living fear the most. Armed with the most modern cutting-edge gear and Pokemon partners, Prince Adonis and Alpha Team were nearly unstoppable. Adonis led his team with the wretched Phantom Blade, passed through his royal family for generations. It radiated pure terror with every swing. It was rumored that the blade was intricately crafted by the deity trio Azelf, Uxie, and Mesprit under the order of Arceus the Creator at the beginning of time. That is, until Giratina, the Dark Overlord, slipped into Outer Haven undetected and stole the blade from Arceus, cursing it with surges of ghostly energies. Long ago, the King of Origin, Lord Zero, breached the reverse world using a unique, hereditary form of magic. This ability he possessed was one of a kind and had never been used by any other mortal before Zero. Still to this day, his ability holds many eerie, undiscovered mysteries. With it, Zero overpowered the anomalous being Giratina and sealed the cancerous portal with the stolen Phantom Blade, severing the world from its very ties to the foul parallel dimension. Doing this inevitably locked Lord Zero into an everlasting battle with Dark Lord Giratina, who would at all costs try to reclaim its realm-shattering blade. Because of Lord Zero, only the dead may cross over the river of souls into the distortion world, just as nature intended. Entrusting the blade to his son Eldridge, Lord Zero created an alchemic contract using the blood of Giratina to duplicate Aegislash from the reverse world into the realm of the living. Lord Zero made sure to pass this contract through the portal only moments before he sealed it shut with the blade. This ensured that he and his son both had the keys necessary to keep the gates of the dead permanently shut. The Phantom Blade now comes with an ancient contract that you must sign in your own blood to access its grim, sinister powers. This would also allow the user to duplicate their blade in order to share the blade with another worthy signer, just as Lord Zero did. Duplicating Aegislash using this contract would always first produce the Phantom Blade's base form, Honedge, the pre-evolution to Doublade. Only worthy warriors may survive the contract, for one of its requirements is for the Dark Lord Giratina to acknowledge your mettle and pique its interests. In the unfortunate situation, it does not. The unworthy fool who attempted the contract becomes stripped of their vulnerable soul and devoured by the Dark One. King Zalis Nova, the current leader of Team Rocket, was known to all as the Demon King. Being a dictator-type leader who was rumored to be the most powerful being on the planet, he was allied with the world's most horrifying Pokemon, weapons, and technology this realm had ever seen. However, his father, Eldridge Nova, the Liberator, was not cut from the same cloth. He was a kind sage figure and a legendary hero. Though he was a compassionate leader, he possessed the knowledge and power to devastate entire armies of Pokemon and warriors by himself with ease. Power was never something he would boast or use irresponsibly. He often spoke of balance and karmic return throughout his teachings. Truly enlightened, some believe Eldritch spoke to gods and even touched Arceus, the cosmic creator, while passing through the nexus of the universe upon the back of Rayquaza, god of skies. A man who reaches the highly renowned level of Pokemon Master is also worthy of being named Pokemon Sage, a level even beyond that of Master. Eldritch was famously known around the globe and highly respected by the people, rather than being feared. Like his father, he genuinely influenced and raised a generation with his own two hands. Once his son Zalus was ready to take the throne, Eldritch feared this was the beginning of the end. The Liberator has since then retired, and is now aiding in any way he can as a Pokemon researcher and master to young trainers. After detrimental events took place that forced Eldritch to oppose his son, an agreement was made between Eldritch and Team Rocket. This agreement stated that Eldritch would not impose himself onto Team Rocket's affairs, and in exchange, they would allow him to go about his own business. From this day forward, the former hero Eldritch could do nothing but watch as his son terrorized the Agoria region and its people. For he would honor the arbitrary treaty that would bind him within fateful terror and painful discord. Eldritch would always deeply care for his son, but could never honor his methods. Though Zalus cared little for his father's approval, he would always respect his mentorship and abilities. To Zalus, Eldritch was an impressive sage and a legendary Pokemon master, though he would always refer to him as a sympathetic and foolish king. Zalus did not believe that kindness or love was beneficial to the living. His intellect made up for his lack of compassion, for he was always an expert Pokemon warrior and natural scientific prodigy. Eldritch did his best to mold his son. However, to no avail, Zalus believed that his father could no longer teach him anything that he couldn't already figure out on his own. Arrogance and cruelty plagued King Zalus, with malice that reflected itself onto the fate of humanity. Though it has been rumored that a formidable resistance of superior heroes called the Light has formed somewhere in Agoria. Its leaders are said to be extraordinarily powerful, with goals to protect the innocent and purify Agoria back to its former glory. Most importantly, they fully guaranteed the world they would resurrect the formal morals and mottos of Team Rocket back during the rule of Lord Zero and his son King Eldritch, the Liberator. Master Eldritch was most famously known by the people for protecting all of Agoria from Groudon, god of land, and Kyogre, god of seas, alongside the ancient Draconic clan who called upon the divine Rayquaza, god of skies, from the great peak of Sky Pillar Island. This was before the cold era in history had begun. Currently, Eldritch's son, King Zalus Nova, ruled not only the Team Rocket Scourge, but the entirety of Agoria with his legion of Pokemon and soldiers who deliberately induced genocide. The Team Rocket Kingdom existed somewhere on a remote industrial island where only Rocket military and citizens lived. Though there were also times when citizens of Agoria spoke of a mysterious elder community that consisted of an ancient order, the Team Rocket Citadel, an exclusive organization who are assumed to be pulling the strings from behind the King's devilish curtain.